Hi, everyone. Good night, good night, good night. Tonight, I have with me Miss Tatiana O'Hara. Tatiana, welcome. Thank you for being a part of this Facebook Live.
Thank
This,
you.
every night we'll be having a Facebook Live, a 15-minute Facebook Live with each of the different guest speakers for the Direc-HER Virtual Summit 2020.
Okay.
So we have Tatiana. Tatiana, quickly tell us a bit about you because our audience may not know you.
Yeah, of course. So my name is Tatiana O'Hara. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm an agency and team operations coach. So I work with my clients that are online business owners that have a team of, I would say, three or more, and I help them really restructure their team as they begin to scale their business so that it fits the
Right.
of the company. So a lot of my clients are kind of hitting a bottleneck in their business. They are doing way too much as the CEO, and they're ready to start delegating more and making better use of the team that they have. So yeah, that's how I help my clients. I typically work with people that run agencies,
Wow.
coaching practices, or even just any kind of service provider.
Wow. Wow. That's a big portfolio there. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I think I will need you on my team,
Yes,
to
please.
help me scale my business. I
Yes.
have a team.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay.
But we could do with a little help. Just need to say that.
I would love to. I would love to. Yeah, and I've also kind of helped people that don't have a team yet. So a lot of what I talk about
Right.
in the summit, I'm excited for because even if you don't have a team, it's still really relevant and it's going to help
Right.
you kind of put yourself in position so that when you do have a team, everything just flows better.
Right, and that's correct, and that is a major downfall that I see happening with a number of entrepreneurs across the globe, whereby they have business and they do everything by themselves.
Yep.
And should in case a situation arise, an unforeseen circumstance arises, there is no one to be able to stand in the gap for them. So
Absolutely.
business stops.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
People can't go on vacation, people can't have a baby, people can't
Yeah.
get sick without an element of the business kind of falling to the wayside. So, yeah, I think definitely starting by at least documenting the processes that you have in your business so
Yes.
that if I go on vacation, someone can easily step in and do my role. Like that would be the first step to kind of closing that gap for sure. But yeah, that's definitely a really big pain point for a lot of the people that I work with.
Yeah, yeah. So tell us, what business or which company would you consider the largest client that you would have had?
So I don't know if you guys would have heard of any of the clients that I've worked with, only because they're all online entrepreneurs that run
Yeah.
a practice of some sort. A lot of my clients are smaller. I would say their revenue falls between $20,000 to $40,000 a month. I don't really
Right.
focus too much on like major corporations, just
Mm-hmm.
other kind of like influencers in the industry that are
Right.
online. A lot of them are women in their mid to late 20s or early 30s.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I also have some corporate experience. So that's kind of where my background is. That's where I came from. I started as a district manager in the grocery industry. That's where I got a lot of my experience. That kind of put me in position to do this. And so now it's
Right.
like I'm bringing my corporate experience into like the entrepreneurial world and kind of helping entrepreneurs implement some of that corporate structure, which is honestly the biggest thing that we're lacking, right? We're
Yes.
entrepreneurs, putting it together,
Yes.
figuring it out as we go, but after a while that doesn't work anymore. And so I'm kind of helping them put that structure in place.
I agree with that because business is a machine that is supposed to generate income,
Mhm.
jobs, and stability.
Yeah, definitely.
Many entrepreneurs who get into business, the main reason at most instances is to just pay bills or to have another form of income to be able to get food or to live a better life or a more comfortable life.
Mm-hmm.
So generally, that's how they start off, and they don't have that vision
Yeah.
to take their business and to scale it into a multinational corporation
Mm-hmm.
or anything of that sort. They generally just think for the now. So,
Yeah.
hence the reason why, for a number of years will pass, and you still find these entrepreneurs have a side hustle
Mm-hmm.
that is there as opposed to a real structured organization.
Absolutely. Yeah, not having that vision. I always give the example of like let's say you get in the car and I'm telling you to go somewhere you've never been before. The
Yeah.
first thing you're going to do is plug this address into your GPS, right? But
Yes.
if you don't have the address, if you don't know where you're going, you're just going to kind of wander around aimlessly, driving around, running out of gas,
Yes.
getting wear and tear on your car, and not eventually getting to where you want to go. And then it gets even worse when you have a team, right? Because then
Yes.
you have people in the car that are like, hey, man, we've been driving forever. Where are we going?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I need to, when are we going to stop? I need to use the bathroom. I'm hungry, right? So
Yes.
when we don't have direction, when we don't have vision, not only can we not take ourselves there, but
Mm-hmm.
kind of wasting the time of the people on our team. So figuring out that vision, that is, super, super important, because that's also going to like help you map out how your team is going to look, right? Like
Yes.
depending on the direction that your business is going in, that's
Mm-hmm.
going to determine what people you need to hire and when. So when you don't have that, you're just kind of wandering around. So
Correct. And that just like today, I had a meeting with my team concerning the same summit. And even though I am at the head, I still give my team the opportunity to make decisions. So
mm-hmm.
I made a request, and they had to deliberate. And I'm saying in my mind, I'm the one calling the shots, right? Just saying, whispering to myself, but I
Wow.
allowed them to make, a decision, and they handled it really well. And you know what? I respect them for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that when you have a team that has the same vision as you, that you have, as well as the integrity and the commitment, it makes your business function better. It
Mm-hmm.
makes your business be seen much more transparent and reliable.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah.
sure. And I think like we have to give the people on our team more credit, because a lot of times they want this responsibility. They want us to like include them in on decision making.
Yes.
They want to do more than the just random
Yes.
task that we're throwing at them. But
Yeah.
sometimes we don't recognize that potential in them, or we as leaders, like we struggle with knowing, what do I even delegate, right? And so as
Yes.
a result, we're underusing the people on our team.
Correct.
And so
Yeah.
he can't reach its full
Yeah.
potential, but also they don't, right? Like they
Yes.
they don't come and learn everything that they should have or
Yeah.
could have learned through working with you.
Yeah. Correct. I love that. And I love the fact that you are offering something totally different
Mm-hmm.
to what the market is offering. Because every time you look around, 10 out of 10 persons speak about sales and
Yeah.
increasing sales and positioning your business and all these different things. And it's
Mm-hmm.
always about the dollars and cents. But no one is speaking about the business structure, the
Yep.
business health, the business future. They only speak about the now and make 10K months or 20K months, etc.
Yeah. No, nobody talks about like, once you get to 10 and 20K months, like then what?
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
that's who I'm working with, right? Like the people that
Yes.
I'm with are around that 20, 30, 40K month mark, and they're either stagnant at that amount and they're trying to get to the next level, or
Yeah.
they're working way too hard to make this amount of money. And it's because there's so many coaches that are going to tell you how to sell, how to market yourself,
Yes.
how to build a business, right? But
Yeah.
nobody's teaching you how to really build
Hmm.
a business, because they're only teaching you how to get so far. And a lot
Yes.
of times, what I tell my clients is like, you kind of piece together a strategy to get you to six figures, multiple six figures, and that's perfectly fine, right? Like,
Yeah.
super proud. Like, that's amazing that you were able to do that. But to get to this next level, like, there is some internal strategy that needs to take place. Um, yeah, you kind of opened up a box of worms with that one, because I do think like 80% of the coaches in the industry are teaching you how to sell, how to make
Yes.
money, but there's really not a lot of direction on what to do once you get
Yes. And all these Facebook groups, which I'm very proud to be a part of, and I really like because I find them to be very resourceful.
yeah.
But no one is speaking, and I think what persons like you, Tatiana, who already is dominated in this aspect. I think what it's time to even sound the alarm even louder, because I have seen where an international coach, and this happened probably within the last month, an international coach, she has a huge following, She has a really good strategy, really,
Mhm.
really good strategy. It works. And she had a 5 day challenge. And by day two, I saw a post on her Facebook page that said, I have a family emergency. I can't do the keep up with the challenge for today. And I looked back at it and I was like, if you only had a team.
Yeah, a team, some
Yeah.
automation, like
Yeah.
a
If
concrete.
only, yes. I know exactly. But you know why we don't say team? It's because we are trying to save every penny.
Oh man, yeah. We want to
Yeah.
save money because we think that the team is going to cost money, but we're not looking at the team as an investment. Like your team is the
Yeah.
same kind of investment as you, business coach, that mastermind,
Yeah.
whatever other programs that you pour yourself into. Like if
Yeah.
you are, strategic hiring process, ideally the people that you hire onto your team, you're going to see a return on that investment, and
Yeah.
they're going to either free you up to do more things, or they're going to free you up, from your mental capacity, so that you
Yeah.
can do other things. Um, yeah, a lot of the people that I work with, like they're underpaying themselves. Um,
Yeah.
they're also not paying as many team members as they should be. Like maybe they only have 3 people on their team when they could probably afford to have closer to 5. But it's
Yes.
that scarcity mindset of like, am I going to make this much money next month? Am I going to be able to continue to provide for the people on my team? And so as a result, we just like struggle through with the bare minimum for as long
Yeah.
as possible until it's too late. And unfortunately, that's a lot of the time when my clients come to me, when it is not too late, but it's like they're already really, really hurting. And so then
Yeah.
it's like they struggle to implement strategy because now they don't have the tools and the
Yeah.
resources. My personal kind of rule of thumb is when you're looking at the people on your team, when they are starting to get to about 60 to 70% of their capacity, of
Yeah.
their highest workload, like that's when it's time to do one of two things. It's either time to hire another person, or it's
Yeah.
time to refine your processes so that you can make it work with what you have, like revisiting what can be automated and so on and so forth. But when we're waiting until people are at 90, 95% of their capacity, which is what we're doing, we're
Yeah.
waiting until people are approaching burnout to then make any
Yes.
hiring decisions. That's when we get into this really ugly cycle of like, I'm short staffed, we
Yeah.
make really bad rushed hiring
Hmm.
decision. I don't train them and onboard them properly. They underperform, they quit
Yes.
or they get fired. And then boom, you're short staffed again. And you just follow this circle over and over and over again until everyone on
Hmm.
your team is just like, I don't even want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like just a never ending cycle. So
Yeah.
yeah, you definitely have to realize that bringing people onto your team is an investment. I think a lot of us have been burned from team building because we're doing it the wrong way, right? We're just going in a random Facebook group and saying, "Hey,
Hmm.
I'm looking for a VA," and then we get 100, comments, and we just pick one of them, and or we
Hmm.
pick the cheapest one, right? We pick the
Yes.
one that is going to
Yes.
$8 an hour because oh,
Hmm.
that's way out.
Yes.
But then they don't do the job well because not because they're a bad person, but they weren't a good fit for the needs that you had, but you were trying to cut corners. Um, so
Yes.
you get a bad taste in your mouth and kind of burned, and
Yes.
get this mindset now that hiring is bad, hiring doesn't help, hiring is an expense. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's my take on it. But
Yeah. What you're saying there is so vital, and I'm so glad to have you a part of the summit
oh, good.
because you're the only one. Well, everyone, it's 18 speakers, and each person is bringing something unique.
Mm-hmm.
And yours is definitely unique. And I love yours because that's my heart, right? You're actually, the mouth for my heart.
Oh wow.
So I'm really excited, for the summit and for the registrants to hear from someone else
Mm-hmm.
and to hear from someone else who also has walked the path that I have walked and to be able to show persons this is what they need. I
Yeah.
love it. I love what you have, and I'm really excited for the summit. So many persons need you.
Good.
There's so many persons that need you out there, Tatiana. Like, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody to hear my presentation, and hopefully, it kind of gets the wheels turning for some people, and they really start thinking about, how do I need to start planning for my company for the future, not for the next three
that's
months.
right.
How do I really start looking towards the future? That's really my goal for my portion of the summit. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be a part of it.
It's a humbling experience to work with people like you. That's
Oh,
how I see it, okay? Every person on my list, it's like when I look at my list and the persons that are on there, and then I look at when I look at your biographies and your experiences, like I feel so humbled, to have this opportunity to work with, to network with persons from across the globe like yourself. It's really tremendous and it's really humbling for me. And this summit is going to be the bomb summit, according to Jordan, is like the summit of the year, is like the best summit.
good.
Yes, it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have it. You have heard Tatiana O'Hara. She is ready to share at the summit. She's coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, guys. So, please register for the summit. It's a 4-day summit. It starts from the 1st, ends on the 4th of September. There are different sessions that are going to be released throughout the day. You will also get access to the live interviews with the keynote speakers, and you get the added bonus of our gift book that has coupons from different global brands. So get inside, secure your spot, share it, tell other persons about it. It's a global summit. So you're going to have many personalities, many walks, many journeys that are coming together to elevate the woman.
Mhm.
Woman, take your place. So
Yeah.
thank you, Tatiana. Is there anything that you want to say in our closing remarks?
No, I'm just excited to be able to connect with you guys, and I hope that you're able to really listen to all the different presenters.
Yeah,
And I think if you can take some time to listen to everybody, you're going to have like a really
yeah,
well-rounded business, a really
yeah,
well-rounded experience. So I'm
yes,
excited.
yeah. I'm excited as well. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank
And
you.
thank you everyone for listening. And stay tuned tomorrow. We have another interview with one of our other guest speakers. So good night, everyone.
Bye.